Hey y'all, what's up? So I'm sorry I'm looking a little greasy, okay? I just did my skincare routine. But I feel like I need to talk about a subject and it's kind of weighing on me right now. And I don't know, like I was just kind of like skimming on the subject and I really just thought about some stuff. I don't know if you guys watch Isis Wisdom. Or the realest to ever do it on Instagram is her Instagram name. She was talking today about disrespect. That was her last subject and how that's funneled into the community and where the disrespect strives from. And, a few people said things and it really made me think about the community. It made me think about our elders, the lack thereof elders, and kind of where this all stems from. Um, I want to take this kind of back a little bit. So, our great grandparents, they were the true elders. They taught you how to do things, where to go, how to go, what to eat, what not to eat. Everything was funneled and taught to you on a silver platter. So that was given to our grandparents, okay? But they also grew up with a lot of resentment because, slavery was an issue, discrimination, things of that sort were an issue. So, that generation grew up with resentment, but they also grew up with true elders and how to do things. And I think that, excuse me, that they have failed us. Our grandparents failed us. And I'm going to explain why our grandparents failed us and how we can link that and how we can kind of change that and alter the next generations. So, going into our grandparents, when they raised their children, they were very strict. They were very, and it wasn't really guided information. And another thing is they focused on work so much that they lost out on their children's lives. And there was a lack of control for our parents now, okay? They didn't get that sense of stability or control that a child needs. And funneling into that, our grandparents, they were working so much, doing so much that they didn't have time to watch our parents. And a lot of our parents, our aunties, uncles, things like that of that generation, a lot of them were molested. A lot of them were taken advantage of. And the sad thing about it is our grandparents did not believe them. So they ended up being violated without a sense of control. And this has now molded the Scorpio Pluto generation or my generation. I'm 26, by the way. So we're kind of in this space now. And I want to kind of I'm going to bring it all around. So give me a second. But, our parents to us were very controlling because they didn't have that stability. So that fell on it. Another thing that our parents did not have was the conviction as far as like accountability. You understand what I'm saying? So then our parents lost that accountability. Okay. I'm going to bring that back up in a second, but that accountability is not there anymore with them. Another thing is they did not like their reality. And so our parents created a false reality in their mind, wanted to control and create what they could because they couldn't do that as a child because of their parents, because of what they experienced. And so we kind of grew up very controlled. We grew up in a generation where our parents don't have the reality. And then on top of that is their accountability lacked. They didn't have that accountability. And we find ourselves teaching our parents. We find ourselves telling our parents how to be. And they see that as disrespect a lot of times, right? But our parents didn't show up for us because their parents didn't show up for them. So we find that lack. That's why, a lot of us don't have two-parent households. A lot of our parents ended in divorce. A lot of our parents split up. I'll give you a little bit about me, but my mom died when I was 16. She's a Scorpio. She was extremely controlling. Like when I mean extreme, hello, I couldn't do things. I had a lot of restrictions, but she also kept everything in. So reality wasn't as present for me. And I'm like, hello, mom, you know. Then along with my dad, a cancer. He left 5 months after my mom passed. But he also did not have the accountability because his parents abused him. His parents weren't there for him. His parents didn't guide him. His parents didn't give him that stability. And he is still now seeking. I think he was born like 55. I don't know how old that would be. But I ain't doing math right now. I got a little headache. But 1955 was his year of birth. But he is now seeking and trying to find his life, find his what he wants to do. I'm seeing that a lot of parents right now are trying to look for their happiness and seek their happiness in things, buying houses, buying cars, all this. My dad's been in Thailand since my mom died, essentially 5 months after she died, which she died in 2010. He's been over there for almost more than 10 years at this point, because he's trying to seek something and seek stability, but he's not rooted in reality. But I can't teach him because he thinks it's disrespectful for me having more knowledge or seeing more knowledge. But bringing back to the accountability factor is because our parents didn't have accountability, then we are not having that accountability within ourselves. That's where it's struggling for us. It's not that I think Scorpio generations understands accountability. I think we get the accountability factor for us. I think we understand that. But the problem is the accountability for ourselves, but for others, the accountability is not there. And we were pouring so much into our parents that we have lost patience. Our generation has no fucking patience. Like, I'm not, no. Now you know damn well. Sorry, my cat. You want to knock stuff down. No. Children. see, the patience. Do you understand? It just showed itself. It revealed itself. We have no more because we are constantly pouring into our parents, doing so much, doing this. And then we're also trying to pour into ourselves. Okay, now that we're having children, now that we're giving birth, now that we're giving life, the patience is gone. And because of that, guess who raises our kids? The internet. The internet's here. So whatever the internet says, if we go by, and it being COVID and us being constrained and being in lockdown makes it even worse. From that lack of patience, we've now created a generation that relies solely on internet, that relies solely on the iPad, and there is no respect because we don't have the OGs, the elders who didn't even show up for us for real. Let's be honest. They stopped way back. Like I already said, the elders have yet to show up for us. Hello, because honestly, I haven't even seen anybody over 50 years old try and teach me about spirituality. I ain't seen it nowhere. I haven't got that. I've had to do a lot of this stuff by myself. We all have. And that's the problem. Our kids are growing up where there is no elders checking them. There is nobody pressing them. You're getting pressed over keyboards. How are you going to pop up to somebody's house on the keyboard? Do you understand what I mean? It doesn't work like that. Like, people don't drop their at anymore. Nobody does that. And you can't because of COVID. That's what makes it crazy. And so now we have this generation who is lacking the human connection. Hello. They're lacking human connection. They're lacking interaction with people as far as like communication, like, you know what and not to say to a Black person. I don't even know if this generation coming up has telepathy like we do. We can give you a little look and you understand what I'm saying. I understand what you're saying. Okay. All Black people have this. Native Americans, Latino, anybody who's Black, I can look at you, give you a look, and you understand me. You get me. And I don't even think this generation has that's coming up anymore, besides the negative looks. And we're so used to getting those negative looks from our parents, because guess what our parents did? Told us everything about how not to be, not how to be. Am I making sense? Am I coming along now? But we're creating these generations with lack of respect, lack of community, lack of boundaries. I can't even call my aunt. I can't even call my grandma like that. I don't even have my grandma's number. Let me tell you that. I think she's about 90 now. I don't even have my grandma's number. I don't have my aunt's number. Like, there's nobody who shows up. My aunt took me in when my mom died. Well, it was after a few houses. She was gone all fucking day. What kind of elder is that? Where you're in constant isolation. And it's another thing. When I was younger, I dealt with isolation as well. Where every time I think back to my earliest memories, I think of me playing by myself. And then again, after my mom died, boom, by myself again. Like, isn't that so crazy? Like, it doesn't like blow your guys' mind how the generations have failed and failed and failed. It's time for us to step up. It's time for us to raise the generation. It's time to have patience. Baby, if you have a child, that is your job. That's your duty. Your babies. If you have nieces, nephews, cousins, it's your job to step up, because nobody stepped up for us. We have to have the patience. We have to gain the knowledge. We have to share the knowledge. We have to help uprise each other. Here, I'm going to give y'all some little gem right now. I need y'all to go follow Sadiddy Des. Let me find her Instagram. And I'm going to tell you why. Because I'm tired of nobody putting nobody on. I don't care. I heard somebody paid for this. Somebody else charged to give this girl's Instagram. And I feel that is ridiculous. So, I know a lot of us want to start a business. We're coming to that age now. I'm going to explain a little bit about that, and I'll talk about Sadiddy Desk. It's in the chat, her Instagram. But we're now coming into the season of Sagittarius, where it's all about expansion, okay? We're growing. We feel the uprise of the energy. It's time to level up, I'm sorry, but fuck them jobs, What did those jobs do for us? But keep us down. Keep us on a certain level. Everybody talks down to you, just negative ass environment. We don't need that anymore. We need to work for ourselves. We need to put money into our own community's pockets and keep funneling it, right? So speaking of the planets, next season in Capricorn is ruled by what? Saturn. Then we have Aquarius season is ruled by Saturn again. And that's Daddy Saturn. I like to say Daddy Saturn is all about discipline. Daddy Saturn is all about sorry, it's super windy out here, so if you hear noise, it's just the wind. But it's all about discipline, hard work, sticking to what you're supposed to do. And so if we step into this Jupiter season of expansion and really start working on ourselves, really start pouring into ourselves, pouring into the community, pouring into our children, pouring into everything, it will become expanded in 2021 when we're in January and February, and things are going to start flowing for you through the year. Now, let me talk about Sadiddy Des. Sadiddy Des is I guess a business mogul. She's had multiple businesses and all that. She sells vendors. She sells, she has webinars, she has ebooks, all that to get you started and rolling on your business. So if you are serious and you're seeking about a business and trying to do something, trying to do a venture, that's the person to go to. Okay. I've been following her for a long time, and I've now monetized from her, and I have benefited. I've got her ebooks. I've done her stuff. I like what she has to offer. Okay. I've done a lot of research on this. I've had a business in the past. And she really is giving key information to keep your business lasting. Okay. I had sold out and I was like, I'm done. But now we're on to the next thing. So you guys go ahead and follow her. Right now she's having a huge Black Friday sale, coaching calls, webinar, everything that she has is on sale. Even her vendors are $50. Usually they're $100, so they're half off right now. I don't know how long she's going to be doing it till, but there we go. So, share with the community what you have. Be that elder that you didn't have. Be that person that you didn't have. Be that patience that you didn't get. Be that friend when you were in isolation. Be what you needed as a child. And I promise you, we can turn this shit around. But it literally has to start with one or two of us. We have to start spreading knowledge. Stop hoarding. Stop hanging on to everything. Stop keeping everything. Stop trying to monetize. When you bless people, you get blessed in return. Everything turns around for you when you give. But when we hold on is when we're in lack. I had to learn that for myself. I had to learn that. And I also had to learn recently that God already knows everything I need. So why am I sitting over here constantly, God, I need what the hell? God's like, no, maybe you need to ask for it to be given to you. Maybe you need to ask to be in the space or the mindset to receive. You see what I'm saying? That's what really changes shit up, because we are in fear. A lot of us are in fear. I'm not going to lie, I get fearful too. I be fearful all the time sometimes. It'll come up. I'm a Virgo. When, that comes up, that anxiety kind of feeling of, oh my God, should I do this? Can I do this? Because you start nitpicking everything. Don't do that. Don't, because of our parents telling us what not to do all the time and how not to do it. That's where our fear comes from. We have to release that. Half those people who want to, half those people who are trying to judge you, even if you're scared of that, those people don't even have the heart to be in the position you are in, baby. They are not ready to hold that space or capacity that you're in. And I guarantee you, a year from now, you're going to wish you started now. So do what you have to do to expand, to grow. There's so many people out here doing businesses, doing different things. Get in alignment and figure out what you need to do or how you need to do it. God will tell you how to move. God will tell you how to shake. God will tell you all this. But it really, truly starts with us, because we don't have any elders anymore. The elders aren't showing up. They disappeared. I can't tell you where the elders are because I don't know, baby. But you be that elder. We can be our own fucking elders. Because the cool thing is, when you're really in alignment, when you're in tune, when you're spiritually here, you receive the message anyway. You'll receive the path anyway. You'll know what to do anyway. There's times I'll pick up my phone and I will say something, or I'll think I need to do something, and I'll have my phone here and I'm like, shit. And then all of a sudden I get my answer. Or I'm outside in the store and I'm like, ooh, should I buy this? Go ahead. Here you go. You'll hear that, or you'll feel it, your intuition. So we really have to start getting in tune with ourselves, start sharing, start acting in community, start loving on each other, start giving, stop tuning into all the bullshit as far as reality, all the news, all of this stuff, because we know we are taken care of. We know we are guided. We know we are on a divine path, divine time. Everything is prepared for us. The table is prepared for us. So don't walk as if it's not. And I think that's my message. I love you guys. I love each and every one of you. I'm going to be doing more videos now that they accepted my live here. So I'll be doing lives readings. I'm going to be having a Gemini new moon full moon solar eclipse reading. I'm doing the notes now. But today I kind of just had a headache because I had caffeine yesterday. I had to cook, so I needed it. But I'm going to be doing that. I'm also going to be doing a predictions. As far as the sign video, as the moon, I'm going to do the houses. So make sure you know your astrology chart. I'm going to go through 1 through 12 house, the Gemini moon, and how that's going to affect you. So, if you don't know your houses, baby, I don't know what to tell you. You have to get your chart, because I want to take the time to do a December predictions video for all of the signs. So each sign, the 12 signs, I'm going to go through with that. So I feel like that's better because I don't want to be known as the astrology lady because I'm still learning astrology. I mean, we're always learning, but I don't know astrology that much. So I'm going to be doing a sign video for December. It might be a little bit delayed. So every sign might not come because I have some school stuff to do and all of that. But we're definitely going to do that and get in tune with that. Can you not do that, please? No, thank you. Sorry, my cat. Trying to scratch the rug. Anyway, guys, I hope you have a lovely day. Make sure you guys go follow Sadidi Des. It's in the chat. If you guys really want to start your business, start a business, you know, it's an avenue just to give you some information. I mean, you don't even have to buy all her or buy her vendors or anything like that. You can just have the information, the ebooks, just so you know, okay? Because I just want to share information that I've experienced, that I have done, that I like and has essentially worked for me, okay? So anyway, thank you guys so much. I love each and every one of you. Stay blissed, okay? Not blessed, stay blissed, all right? Bye.